I get asked all the time why I don't run All Will Be One in my Ob Nixilis Captive Kingpin CEDH deck. I think the card is bad, and today I figured I'd show you the other ways that I prefer to win the game. Starting off, we got the obvious one. This is Agatha's Soul Cauldron Walking Ballista. The way this one works is if you have Agatha's Soul Cauldron on board and Walking Ballista in your graveyard, you can exile the Walking Ballista with Agatha's Soul Cauldron to give Ob Nixilis the Walking Ballista's activated abilities to remove a +1/+1 counter and do 1 damage to any target. If that target is a player, Ob will see that player lose exactly 1 life, and he will exile a card and put another counter on him, replenishing the counter you removed to activate that ability in the first place. This is one of the easiest ways. It's the way that I typically try to close out the game, but lately it seems like we've been going way more into the manual storm route. The other option is Reckless Fireweaver and Prosper or Bergie and Sensei's Divining Top. I'll walk you through this one with Prosper. So let's say you have Prosper on board and a Reckless Fireweaver on board. You cast the Sensei's Divining Top. When it enters the battlefield, it will trigger the Reckless Fireweaver to do 1 damage to each opponent. If you hold priority on that trigger, tap the Sensei's Top to draw a card and put top on top. When the Reckless Fireweaver trigger resolves, it will exile the Sensei's Divining Top. This is obviously assuming you have Ob Nixilis on board. Now, Sensei's Divining Top is in your exile. You cast it. Prosper will see that and give you a treasure. That treasure will enter and also trigger Reckless Fireweaver, but we're not worried about that right now. You use that treasure to recast Sensei's Divining Top, and the same thing. When it enters, you'll hold priority on the trigger, and you'll tap it, draw a card, put it back on top, and then exile the top to the Reckless Fireweaver. You can do this as long as you have cards in your deck. You can lose the game if you somehow deck yourself and the Sensei's Divining Top trigger goes off, but if you play it right, that shouldn't happen. These are the 2 most common ways that I like to win the game without counting the obvious manual storm, cast a bunch of non-creature spells, make people draw cards, ping people that way. But these are the 2 ways I like to do it the most. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and don't forget to subscribe.